Great. So our next presentation is from CoinMD. So we met Tom through the Pitch TV guys, actually. Tom had the opportunity for Kevin Hamilton recently, and we had the opportunity to take a look at that pitch, and we said, you know what, this is a super idea. So we really liked what we saw, and we reached out, and we're glad you could join us today and tell us more about it.
Awesome, thank you. Enjoyed my trip up here at 3 a.m. this morning from Atlanta, but yeah, great experience with Pitch Investors Live. Give a shout out to them. They, I think we got over 3,000 views on our video.
I think it's like more, like 3,700.
37. My wife sent out an email. So your viewership probably just went up. So it's a pleasure to be able to present to you today. My name is Tom Moran. I'm the CEO of CoinMD, and we have the world's first universal healthcare marketplace that accepts Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies as well. But before I get into that, tell you a little bit about myself. I'm an accidental Bitcoin buyer back in 2015. Actually, 2011 was my first purchase, and it did well for me. Unfortunately, I only bought $500 worth, but in 2015, we loaded up and did real well with Litecoin and Ethereum, and so we're still up real good on it. But just excited about the space. Decided to write a book called The Seventh Disruption, this little 30-page ebook. Became the second Amazon best-selling ebook on cryptocurrency. Of course, there was only one other, and that was Andreas Antonopoulos, so it wasn't too hard to get number 2. That book's been downloaded over 400,000 times. It's led me to 30 different countries. I can tell you that the excitement about blockchain technology and cryptocurrency is 1,000-fold outside of this country. Most of the events I go to in South Africa and all throughout Africa and man, Asia, I mean, there's the biggest group that I've spoken from was over 10,000 people. There's massive things going on. I laugh because when I saw the consensus hit 10,000 people or somewhere around that, I'm like, wow, 2 years ago, they already had done that in Thailand. And so there's a lot of movement around the world. It led me to work with Grant Cardone for a year. I did a TV show called The Coin Prophet. And, you know, really my book was just about the disruption. I compare blockchain technology a lot to TCP/IP. It's just an underlying technology, like semiconductor, like the engine that most people can't explain, but it ends up disrupting the world. And I believe that blockchain is going to be one of those technologies. And I see a similar pattern, you know, of what's going on with blockchain technology that I saw with TCP/IP, because I saw the first killer app of the internet, and that was called email. And I was in the direct mail business, so email was like a killer for me. I loved it, and probably semi-responsible for the Canned Spam Act as well. But so I've kind of been around the world. Really love, you know, blockchain technology. I like disruption. What really caught my ear was when I heard Patrick Byrne and a few other billionaires say that this technology has the potential to lift more people out of poverty than any technology in the world. And that kind of turned it into a ministry for me, just to, you know, go around and speak and educate on it. And I've been called the Rosetta Stone of blockchain technology because my programming skills are limited to Control I, Control B, Control V. Okay, that's the only programming I know. So don't ask me any super technical questions. I probably won't know them. But I have a great team around me. That's one thing I'm good at building. So anyway, the story of CoinMD, I just want to start off with that first. This lovely lady has been my wife for 26 years as a physical therapist. And she gave birth to these 3 beautiful kids. I've got one going to the U.S. Naval Academy. Just went in, and I've got my daughter who's going to be heading to the U.S. Air Force Academy. And then my youngest, he's going to probably end up playing pro football. He's huge. He's 6'4", 220 as a junior. But one night, my wife asked me to go get some chocolate. And we live on a 300-acre farm out in the middle of nowhere in Palmetto, Georgia, which it's about 20 minutes to go get chocolate. And so on my way there, I had time to think. And I came up, as I was driving along, I was actually thinking of doing a blockchain-related project. And I was looking at maybe just an educational product and doing a $1,000 product. And I got an opportunity to work with Jeff Arnold in the early days with WebMD. And I was based out of Atlanta, which is where I'm based out of. And I started, this CoinMD popped into my head. And as I was driving to get the chocolate. And so you can blame this business plan on my wife. But as any other entrepreneur does, I went straight to GoDaddy to see if the domains were available. They were. And ultimately, I came back home and I drew this on my whiteboard. And I don't know if y'all have ever done one of those before, but a year, 15 months later, that business plan is about 95% built. Most of the stuff on there is still where it is. The same people are involved, and I just wrote the business plan about 3 weeks ago, so I finally wrote the business plan. So we have a document now that's in our investor kit that you can read. It's a wonderful 55-page diatribe of everything I've learned in the last year. That led to CoinMD, the vision, mission, core 4 of CoinMD. Our vision is to make sharing, earning, living a healthy lifestyle fun, easy, and profitable. Our mission is to create a really kind of an HMO, I don't know if I call it that, but I call it that, of 50 million members worldwide with 100,000 network providers. The core 4 that we focus on, the products that we bring into our membership, is we want to save people money, we want to give them better healthcare choices, and we want them to own their own healthcare data. I'm a big study on self-sovereign identities, and in the future, you all will be paid to be marketed to. I'm a big Minority Report fan. When Tom Cruise got marketed to when he walked into the mall, I thought that was so cool. That was in 2002, by the way. And we want our company to create wealth for people, so we came up with a slogan: live healthy and be wealthy. The existing technology that we put in place, I've got a white paper, but I prefer to show you the real thing online. It's kind of my typical joke. It actually works. It generates revenue too. But we have a membership CRM that governs a global membership sale in 29 countries now. We have a healthcare e-commerce marketplace. It's an Amazon-like marketplace for providers. We have a KYC AML cryptocurrency exchange and payment settlement system. We have a blockchain for financial transactions and healthcare encryption. We have our own cryptocurrency. It's based off of Litecoin technology. We have a browser-based mining system for mining coins from our CoinMD blockchain. We have an e-wallet for cryptocurrency assets, an H-wallet for secure storage of healthcare data. In January, we plan on launching the first cloud-based EHR system global for all of our members. We have a mobile discount program with 350,000 businesses. We're just launching our telemedicine program. We have this really cool Fitbit. I know you all wear, I saw a lot of Fitbits in the room. The only difference is mine makes me cryptocurrency, yours doesn't, okay? So every time you exercise, I make money with mine. So as I'm going like this, I'm actually making money up here. Only about $30 a month worth. So we also have a cloud-based electronic healthcare record system, as I told you, launched in January. We kind of cracked the code in the last couple of months, and that's why I'm here. I've been self-funding this and angel funding it and funding it through the revenue that we've been bringing in. But just yesterday, we hit 2,497 enrollments in a day. And so that trend doesn't seem to be stopping it. We're doing it through a form of an airdrop where we're giving people some coins just for registering and completing their KYC. Every customer that comes into our marketplace is KYC verified. And like I said, we're in 29 countries. So we're dealing with some subs doing all of our KYC, and they were just recently bought out by Facebook. But I'm really excited about that. On the other hand, I'm not really excited about my KYC bill, which is starting to go up pretty rapidly. So we're expecting that we're at 45,000 members right now. We're growing by 2,000 a day. Growth projections show 250,000 a month joining by January 2019. You can see from Alexa standpoint, we're already in the top 1% of the world in website traffic through our projections or web traffic. Currently in 29 countries. Major markets are Africa, Philippines, USA, and Vietnam. We're now ranked in the top 1%. That was an old slide. We have a great accounting firm, Gross Collins, out of Atlanta. They're an SEC-approved firm. We outsource all of our financials to them. We built out a 5-year model. We've got a clear path to $1 billion in cash revenue in the next 5 years. But here's the problem we're dealing with. Healthcare in general, it differs. After traveling to 30 different countries, I've seen people that can't put food on the table to people in the United States where we maybe put a little bit too much food on the table. I've seen healthcare hospitals I wouldn't even go in to get treatment, even if I needed it, because I'd probably get a worse infection if I was in that hospital. We've seen, of course, 60% of bankruptcies in the United States being caused by healthcare. And so it's a different kind of problem around the world. But you know, my wife and I thought, we said, well, dang, we bought Bitcoin as a hedge against our retirement. Why can't we create a similar type technology and have people create a hedge against their healthcare costs? Your all's healthcare costs are going to be more expensive 10 years from now than they are today. In fact, healthcare costs are outpacing wages and inflation in the United States by double digits. So it's a pretty serious situation. Big problem, of course, has been the devaluation of our money. I think it was Greenspan that changed the term to quantitative easing, as I always jokingly say around the world, that has nothing to do with hemorrhoids. But quantitative easing is ultimately watched our money devalue, and of course our healthcare costs are going way up. So how are we treating the problem? I like to tell people that we're a membership organization, kind of like an AARP. They have 40 million members. Our goal is 50 million members worldwide. People join our membership organization because they want better health, they want more wealth, they want cryptocurrency education, maybe they want a referral home-based business, they want to go out there and share this with others and earn coins, they can do that. As I mentioned, we have our own cryptocurrency. We have a public blockchain, we have 10 billion coin supply, browser-based mining system. I've already gone over all this. One thing I didn't cover is we do have a coin burning algorithm. So when people buy memberships within our organization, we actually burn the coins and reduce the supply over time. Okay, so that rewards the hodlers that want to see their value of their coin go up simply by holding on to it. Now that we have a membership organization, we got a coin, how do you earn it as a member? Well, you can wear your CMDX fit and you can earn coins that way. 30% of our referral compensation is paid in coins. Right now with our airdrop that we have going on, we're giving people $100 in coin rewards. Those are points that redeem for our cryptocurrency. We pre-mined 95% of our blockchain, so we have the ability to disperse the coins based on the different programs that we're running. The people that came to our last Golden Colorado event, they got $100, $200 worth of cryptocurrency for coming to the event. We have contests. If you refer providers to our healthcare marketplace, if the provider sells a product that you refer, you actually will earn coins because they sold a product. So we're going to incentivize you to promote the providers that are on our healthcare marketplace. Once you have your coins, there's two things you can do with them. You can go to our healthcare marketplace and you can spend them like real currency. We've created our own gateways, our own platform, our own settlement platform. It's all 100% cryptocurrency based, accepts CoinMD, Bitcoin, and Litecoin. These are member recommended. Our marketplace is probably going to take about 2 or 3 years to develop, but I want unique offerings on it. You know, I'm not looking for masses, but I'm looking to build a nice marketplace, kind of like Jeff Bezos did with Amazon. So we're going to start off with healthcare related products. And that can include health tourism. It can include gyms, spas, nutrition, telemedicine, and a whole bunch of other acronyms. If you don't want your coins, you can go to our cryptocurrency exchange and you can click sell and you can turn them into Bitcoin and transfer the Bitcoin out to your Bitcoin wallet if you want to. We only have one currency on here, but when we reach 100 to 150,000 members, what I'd like to do is start inviting other healthcare related cryptocurrencies and build the largest healthcare related cryptocurrency exchange in the world. So maybe you want to trade some of your CoinMD for DentaCoin, you could do that if you want to. Okay. We use the Amazon model. It's the Prime member versus the standard free member. So most people come in for free, and then if they want the additional benefits that come with like telemedicine and they want the CMDX fit and they want other things, they can upgrade for $149. There is a recurring annual fee of $30 for the wallet, and the wallet will of course be your healthcare wallet and your coin wallet for your crypto assets. People that are involved in our referral-based business, they pay $199 end of term fee as well. We have a 1-year membership. Of course, there's your Amazon Prime business model. We have upgraded memberships that go up to $5,500 for a 5-year membership. They include different levels of benefits, and we've had real good experience selling. Most of the people are reaching the $1,100 level. Seems to be popular because that's where you get this. It's where you get mining. There's a lot of other things you get. The standard cycle that our customer goes through, they come in for free. They start looking at the benefits. You know, when you sign up for free and pick up your 25,000 free coins, which I hope you all do, because that's what we're currently offering, you will be able to you'll get 30 emails over the first 30 days of being involved in CoinMD. So you'll be educated on a lot of stuff that's going on with CoinMD. We found about 10% of those people upgrade to a paid membership. Okay. And then they become what we call CMD Prime. 90% of the coins that are used to purchase the membership are burned. 10% are contributed to a charity wallet. Okay. So we reduce the supply over time and we create goodwill at the same time. We're really teaching people about cryptocurrency. We want them to learn about building a wealth care savings account. We're interested in them, creating wealth and building a portfolio of cryptocurrency. So we teach diversification. We've got a fantastic team. Some of you met Jack in the back. He's one of our consultants that works as a risk manager for us with our CMDX exchange. Got a great IT guy, just trainers, international directors that are people that I've known from this business. We have, see, I must have missed one there. There we go. Revenue opportunities. We charge a 0.5% transaction fee. So as our community grows, every time CoinMD moves on our platform, whether it's on CoinMD Choice, our marketplace, or on our exchange, we make a 0.5% fee. 10% of the free members upgrade to paid memberships. We also have the $30 a year annual admin fee. We'll start kicking in about $300,000 in revenue. That's if 50% of our members renew their wallets starting in April of next year. So we'll start driving a pretty good revenue stream. The $199 also is included in that number as well. Corporate sponsorships, permission-based advertising. You know, in the future, if we have 50 million members and there's 687,000 men in there that are interested in ED drugs, well, we can have them be marketed to, say, by Pfizer, and we can split the revenue with them. You know, that might be an option, but it will be completely permission-based by the user. They will have to switch on the advertising in their back office. The ask is we're seeking $3 million in Series C preferred convertible shares at a $12.5 million pre-money valuation, $50,000 minimum investment, $250,000 is major investor status. You'll also pick up 20 million CoinMD coins with each unit as well. I have an investor kit at coinmd.net for those that like digital investor kits. I have hard copies back on the table, and the technology video, if you actually want to see the working technology, and have that available also on coinmd.us, so you can see some videos that I've created. Milestones, our goal with that money is to get to 1 million members. We expect that by next June, we'll be at $500,000 a month in revenue. I want to develop the largest global EHR system. I'd like to have 50 health-centric cryptos trading on our exchange. I'd like to be a top 20 cryptocurrency in the world. And we want to position ourselves with that money also to bring in us to a Series A of some, you know, I don't know what the amount is yet, but I do know that I want to step out of the way after about the second year and pretty much go around and promote the company as a spokesperson and bring in a team that knows how to build out an e-commerce platform and run the thing. So I am looking for that. Use of proceeds. Right now, our low volume MVP is formed. It's basically 4 different websites. We need to integrate that into one stack so we have better UI. The legal, of course, there's a ton of legal expense around this space. PR campaign to really start talking about the narratives, the stories that we're creating. We have babies that are being born in hospitals now because of CoinMD. We have women that are putting food on the table in the Philippines because of CoinMD. The stories that I see on my newsfeed are just touching. It's all get out every single night. It's really amazing to see what the company's doing around the world. We want to do some promotional trips. We're big on doing a couple promotional trips per year to get our top producers sharing this around the world. I want to go on an international promo tour, which will be about $250,000 to go out and do that for a solid year. That's where I have most of my celebrity status. And then Series A, position ourselves to, of course, find a senior management team and do that. And so, again, our slogan is live healthy, be wealthy. You know, if I was developing this area where we are right now, I would focus on finding, 100 or 200 providers to get these stickers on their windows, and then start sharing this with people around the community. And basically, our only requirement for the healthcare marketplace is that the provider has to take at least 20% of the payment in CoinMD. They can take up to 100% if they want as well. And so those are just a couple things I wanted to show you on just some of the live working technology, so you can see just real quick the flow. If I'm involved, I've got a friend that's interested, I share a affiliate link with them. Of course, if they sign up, I get credit and I get coins for the referral. And they go through a pretty simple sign up form. After they've done that, they go to our exchange, and you can see right now, see what our market cap is today. I'm sure there's only upside right now, but our market cap is 3 million. We got a ways to go to get up to the billions. But you can see there's 4 million coins have been traded today, and that's pretty cool. So I like seeing the coin go up. It's gone up since our numbers have started going up. Our coin price has gone up almost 250% since August at our low. So our coin drop system is working. It's bringing in traders. The marketplace is pretty cool. We've integrated the exchange. So our exchange actually, whoops, that didn't work. Let me put in the wrong password. There we go. So if you notice in the right-hand corner, notice how my wallet balance is integrated with the marketplace. So what we've done is we've taken the, say I want to go buy a CMDX Fit. I can go to CMDX Fit and hit search. Now the CMDX Fit store takes 100% in cryptocurrency. I simply click add it to the shopping cart. I go to the shopping cart and you can see the breakdown. It's $30, shipping's paid. I want to use CMD to pay for it. I click pay CMD. It verifies my shipping. I hit continue. Remember my balance is 5,560,000. It just dropped to 5,483,000. So the coins were automatically deducted from my account. They were put in the seller's account, and then the exchange just made a half percent fee. So the exchange actually acts as a settlement platform for the actual marketplace as well. So we've had to develop our own shopping carts and gateways and all that. So it's all self-contained. But once people are involved, of course, we have a browser-based mining system. If I want to start mining, I just hit the start button and my computer will start drawing. As you can see, it's starting to contribute hashes to the blockchain. And then, as I mentioned, our blockchain is public, so you can see our blockchain right there. And so we've got a lot of pieces of the puzzle in place. It's growing rapidly right now. Just as a little bit of disclosure, back in 1999, I caught a federal case. You will find that. I disclose it to everybody. But I've been involved in prisoner reentry programs. I've helped graduate about 500 inmates and been very involved in speaking on corporate funding. I'm often asked by investors, what'd you learn by going to prison? I said, I'd never want to go back. So we're doing everything by the book. And but that's why I've outsourced the CFO work. And I've got a great team around me. And like I said, it was over 20 years ago, but I know Google likes to make it seem like it was yesterday because I have a lot of search results on my name. So I just wanted to share that with you. And we're excited about the project. It's doing a lot of good for people around the world. And again, I'm looking for people that want to be a part of something where I think we can create the largest healthcare marketplace in the world for cryptocurrency. But more importantly, I think that we can create about $1 trillion in value for people around the world to use to lead a better, healthier, and wealthier life. Thank you. Questions? Yes.
All right. So what led you to be so multifaceted with, wanting to do the mining, having your own crypto exchange? What's the link that's linking all this together, and why did you go in that direction? Do you have someone on the team that is basically leading that effort? Are you leading that effort?
I'm the architect of the system. So.
Okay.
Yeah, it was the exchange. The option was to get listed on other exchanges, but when we started building the marketplace, we tried to integrate with Visa, MasterCard. We got all our bank accounts closed. And so I said, screw them. I'm going to go 100% cryptocurrency. And when we did that, we realized we needed to have the exchange built ourselves. We built it from scratch. And initially it served as just a settlement platform, but now it's evolved more into an exchange. And we see the possibility of inviting other cryptos around the world because we've mastered the one thing that's hard to do, and we're building a community. We'll have 75,000 people come in this month alone. And so those are people that we can market to, that we can grow and educate. So, but it just, all the pieces came together as I built it. And I wish I could tell you that I had this designed on that whiteboard in the very beginning, but there's a couple of pieces that came in at the last minute. But it works. Like I said, we have people signing up every day. I look at our numbers today. I was just going to daily sales report. And these are all the people that enrolled in our site yesterday, 2,478 people, but these are all the enrollments from yesterday, from all over the world, from probably 16 different countries. And that's the hard part, is doing the customer acquisition, but it's kind of cool because we can print coins out of thin air for customer acquisition to get them into our database, and then we can market to them, and we can ultimately upgrade them to a paid product and generate revenue.
Yeah. What is your strategy? Because there's a lot of people out there just giving away tokens and doing airdrops, and it doesn't seem to work for everyone. So two things, which we were talking about earlier a little bit. How do you stop from so many people that don't need to be on it from getting it? And then how are you getting so many people? Some people are using EOS to basically just airdrop everyone. Like, how are you doing it? Because that's pretty substantial, like having 75.
Well, like I said, I grew up in the online publishing business. I built a website called Escape Artist, and we were one of the first ones to use Aweber. So when you bring people in, you got to convert them. I mean, your content creates conversations, conversations turns into conversions. It's the old business model we've always used. So when you bring them into a system, you got to have a way to monetize them. And so that's why we came up with the membership system and the different benefits that come with the membership, because when people see benefits, that's what causes them to separate themselves from their money. And so, we have a lot of people that are just getting their free coins. I know that. Though we have a saying in Georgia, blind hog trips over an acorn every once in a while. And I got a call from an HMO in Nigeria from somebody that I don't know who they are, but they were referred by them. And now this HMO wants to work with us to use our coins as an incentive mechanism to get people to pay their health premiums on time. So we're going to talk in talks with an HMO down in Nigeria to help them improve their payment performance using our tokens as a reward program, or as our coins, I'm sorry, not tokens.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it. It's just, you're going to give them out to a lot of people, and a lot of those coins will end up in wallets that, just like Bitcoin, there's going to be waste. There's going to be coins that go away that are never used. So you have shrinkage, I guess we'd call it.
Thomas, so part of the raise was for legal. What
Yes.
kind of stuff's built in there? Is it healthcare laws locally? Is it?
I'd like to not do business in the United States as it relates to healthcare, to be honest with you. There's so much opportunity outside the United States, in Philippines, and in Nigeria, it's 175 million people in the size of Texas. I could be $1 billion company just in Nigeria. And so, Lagos is huge for us. We have a telemedicine operation there that's going to be growing like wildfire. So between Philippines and Vietnam and Africa, we will have our hands full, and we just entered into India, which is going to be a massive market for us.
So we take in Nigeria, where there's a huge market opportunity. How do you get boots on the ground there?
It's just a matter of, I created a video that got viewed like 25 million times. It was an accidental YouTube video that I did on 5 reasons to invest in Bitcoin, and it went crazy. And so I have a lot of leaders, people that know that I'm in the space, and I've traveled all over the world and spoken on stages. So I've been able to identify these people. They know about me. They come on board. They start promoting it to their local. So we call it creating villages. And so we have people in Lagos and Port Harcourt and Coimbatore and people all over creating these CoinMD villages. And they take ownership of it. And of course, the first thing they've got to do is build a provider network, what we call member providers. But it's just spreading. Purely because of the coin drop, it's all, they're getting, where our coin is priced right now, our coin drop's worth $15 just to sign up for your KYC. So not only does the enroller get $15 worth of coins, but so does the enrollee. And so we've incentivized the enrollment process to get them to come into our exchange and do their KYC. And from there, we've got to convert enough of them. But I think that this company, I've got to grow purely through a financial raise and just roll everything back into customer acquisition and capturing territory right now for the next 24 months. So, yes?
So you mentioned about managing your healthcare data, which I think is fascinating. I've interviewed a couple other companies that are in that space. Can you elaborate a little on how you're handling that? Will that be a fee-based model? Is that, who controls your data? How can they move it? How can they share with providers?
Yeah, it's a great question. The initial startup was just the standard AMA application that you fill out every time you go to the doctor. You put that in there. We have a place for your workout plan. We have a place for your allergies, just things that you can upload. So if you're in Argentina and you slip on a grape and you break your arm and you need access to your information, maybe some doctor that you dealt with has uploaded your records or your last physical or your last blood study or whatever. And so we're working with a company called Accenture that's out of Jacksonville. And they actually built a complete cloud-based system, a EHR system for a union. And when I told them about my plans, they're like, oh, well, we've already got that built. So we'll be white labeling that technology and really outsourcing that to an organization that's qualified to run it, because that's a scary space in the United States. So, but the outside of the United States, it's not. And they're involved in Nigeria with us as well. So the idea is that you go to a doctor in Argentina, you got your x-rays for your elbow now, you can give them that, you do your 2-factor authentication, the doctor can upload the records to your healthcare platform, and then you can decide, maybe if you're seeing another doctor, you're your dentist, and you don't want your dentist to see your psychiatric records, you can turn that off so they can't see them, things like that. So it's more just a depository for your healthcare records. records, and we use the encryption of the blockchain. Of course, medical data is too heavy to store on the blockchain. It would become cumbersome, long term. So we're just using it mainly to encrypt the access to the records.
Sure. So, are you doing data striping then as well? Or
That's one of those questions I can answer. Control B, I think is what we do actually. So honestly, but I can get something to answer that question for you. That would be more the CTO who developed the program. I can't answer that program. Yes.
So Tom, we have about 40 people live right now and about 65 comments.
Mm-hmm.
So you have a lot going on. Great presentation. What is your burn rate? You're looking for about 3 million, right?
Yeah, we're burning on the low side $65,000 a month right now. On the high side, when we're doing contests, we could be at 100. I'd like to take it up to 300, for the next 12 months and really step on the gas. So that's really what I'm gonna do is just go for it because we've got the low volume MVPs built. We need to build the high volume MVP and step up what we know what we're doing. So yeah, I angel funded it. We didn't do an ICO. So we started it, angel funded it with a group of other people as well, and it's just taking off. Questions? Great. I have hard copies if you need anything. Thank you, Pitch Investors Live. Thank you.
Thank you.
BX3.
That's great.
It's been a fun project to build. It's been very